Hey, what's up folks? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the storm that has recently taken over New England. Apparently it's produced record numbers. You know, I haven't really been part of a huge storm before, so this could be very interesting for me to react to. I just hope everybody that was in the middle of this storm is safe, taking care of themselves, has found decent shelter where they can ride this out. I'm not sure if this is still taking place, if it's still as big as it was, but I'm hoping it passes by and that everybody can see the end of it. But folks, without further delay, let's get right into it.
It's definitely going to be one to remember.
Yep. Oh, big one.
It's only going to get worse from here.
Wow.
The whole coastline of Scituate has no power.
Holy smokes.
The historic Scituate Lighthouse, built in 1811, it has absolutely seen a storm like this before, but this is a storm for the ages, one that locals will be talking about for years to come, no doubt.
So folks, it seems like it's not just extreme snowfall and blizzards, but the wind and crashing of the waves is also quite surmountable as well. So there's just a big combination that results in this huge storm that for folks in New England are currently experiencing. These guys, they got no control of the car. Now folks, for you that have been involved in these slippery conditions, please try and illustrate to me how helpless you feel when your car is just moving by itself and you're unable to stop it.
What does this remind you of?
Reminds me that I should not live here.
For those of you who have watched the channel before, you know what to expect. Stories in the storm. We don't just sit back and watch. We get out and get involved. Not too many people actually came out in this storm, but the few that did, well, they had stories.
Do people take this seriously when they see these forecasts? Do they believe it until they see it, or they're like, yeah, we've seen this before, we think it's coming like this?
People that live here and grew up here take it seriously.
Wow,
there's
look
a
at
whole
those
lot
waves.
of people that moved into town in the last couple of years because it's a great little seaside community and we had an awesome real estate bubble. Yeah, they are fretting. Their cars, some of them almost went underwater. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, this ain't the place.
Wow. If you don't know what you're doing, this ain't the place. So obviously the locals that have been here for many, many years, they know what to expect. They know how to deal with these conditions. But like the gentleman said, those that are new to the area probably would never have seen a storm to this nature before. And they would definitely be more susceptible, to the terror of this storm. So, heart goes out to them. I'm hoping that they manage to get through this okay.
It's 12:30. Yeah, so high tide's supposed to be like 3:30?
Yeah, like I think it's 3:33 or 3:30. No, 3:43.
So the fact that we're already seeing waves crashing this far, like, that's crazy. This morning's tide was astronomically high.
It was astronomically high. This was gonna be a foot lower, a little over a foot lower. But one of the big things I find for the waves here is the duration of wind on shore and the fetch, how far that wind and waves have traveled. The longer it does, usually creates a longer period swell, a longer distance between the waves, which makes more energy coming in, so it hits the seawall. They're huge.
Oh, wow. I went to the third story on the house. That was huge.
You can even see those seagulls are even struggling to fly in the face of those extreme winds.
That wave, massive wave, crashing in, filling in the low-lying areas here along the ocean front in Scituate, Massachusetts. This is Oceanside Drive, and it is a raging river as more and more waves keep crashing over. There's a standing wave here. This storm is, of course, bringing hurricane-force winds, feet of snow, but also storm surge, up to 4 feet of storm surge, and that's coming in along with a rising tide, and that's why these waves continue to get larger and continue to flood the slow-lying area. Now, of course, homes that sit along this coast are getting battered, beaten by these constant, massive waves that keep crashing in. In the past, during storms similar to what we're experiencing, homes have been damaged and destroyed, so there is a risk with this coming tide and these large waves that something like that could happen once again.
Wow, look at to high tide yet. I live down on Lighthouse, and I'm staying at her house because I was, trying to be safer. Have you been down that way?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
The waves are getting bigger, and the water is getting deeper with every lap. Yeah, exactly. Do you even consider?
Well, I thought about staying, and then my neighbors who have lived here for a long time said that everyone was leaving, that it wasn't safe, and to...
I mean, at least nice of her neighbors, nice of her friend for, granting her shelter during this time. Folks, have you ever experienced a storm to this nature? Because I'm looking at these visuals now, and I'm honestly in a bit of shock. There's so many variables you have to consider, such as the waves crashing against your home, the extreme snowfall, the winds, the gusts, driving in these difficult conditions. Way better to stay indoors if indoors is indeed safer.
To go, so I left.
How old is your home? Has it been?
My house has been there since 1979.
Okay.
Guess what was there before?
Tells you what happened in 78.
Yeah.
1978. That's the number. That's the ghost that haunts every nor'easter that dares to show up on this coastline. 33 hours of snow. 27 inches across Massachusetts and Rhode Island.
Wow.
House is gone. It's a part of the DNA here. So when the first flake falls, any year, somebody brings it up. Not just because it's useful, because it's a reflex. A warning, passed down like folklore. Don't get cocky. You've seen what this place can do.
Does this remind you of 78 in any way, or?
Yeah, I would say it does. I mean, the snowfall amounts and it's a true blizzard, like 78 was. Not just a nor'easter where it's like a lot of wind. It's like the whiteout conditions for sure.
1978 held the record the way a heavyweight holds a belt. Like nobody was ever coming for it. Then 2026 dropped 39 inches in Providence and retired the champ.
When disasters hit, the damage isn't just what you can see.
Excuse me.
It's the injuries, the paperwork, the delays, the stress that follows. I've watched people survive the storm and then get overwhelmed with what comes after.
Yeah. Oh, big one.
So how bad is it? The power
Wow.
trucks that are stationed can't get out of their parking lot in the hotel.
How do you even see in this weather, folks? I can't see a thing.
Very few people, fortunately, are out in this blizzard that we've seen. But those very few people we have seen besides plow drivers, they've been stuck too. Put it forward. Go. Come back.
Just can't get moving, can't get the traction, the road's too slippery. Folks, also, how dangerous is it to be without power in these conditions? I'm guessing, your furnace has to be working in overdrive to keep your homes warm in these very cold conditions. And if you don't have power, maybe you can't use the furnace or heating, heaters to that nature. How long can your house remain insulated from the freezing conditions if you do not have power?
My boot has had a problem. It's had a blowout. But I think I can help push this woman out. We're gonna find out.
Hello. Now you get out.
Look at this.
You're prepared.
No. My boot's broken. It literally broke.
Got a boot?
But I'm gonna try it. I'm trying to get back so I can get my other boots, but we'll see if we can get her helped out here.
Well, good on these people for helping out. That's what we've got to do for each other, folks. Just
So she had a shovel in her car the whole time?
help out your
There we go.
fellow human being.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. She's gonna leave her shovel.
Done.
You get stuck?
Instead of hitting the same track we just shoveled out, she's gonna go try and make a new track through the snow line.
What do we got going on here, lady?
And move out their way.
No, I knew what was about to happen. This is what we doing
What
all
are you
day.
doing?
Chill out.
What were you doing?
I run y'all all over, then we're gonna have a show.
You ain't going nowhere to run us over. I ain't scared of you.
There she
I
goes.
was gonna show y'all.
There she
I was
goes.
like, then why'd you go to the spot that hadn't been plowed? That we just shoveled, like we just shoveled it out for the other lady. She gets the first plow on.
Uh-oh. No control. Just so hard to gain any sort of control. I'm not gonna lie, folks, that would make me so nervous, knowing that I'm unable to have any traction on the road. Unbelievable.
Boston hadn't seen 6 inches of
That
snow
is crazy.
in 4 years. Then last month, a top 10 snowfall showed up out of nowhere. You can see that full story here. And now this, back to back, as if this region forgot what winter was, and winter decided to remind it twice.
Well, what do they say? The 360 days a year, it's a good place to live.
And this is one of the 5
This is
days.
one of the 5 days. It's a
I
little.
don't mind the storms. I just don't. Whoa! I don't like.
Okay, folks, it is absolutely crazy. Please, if you're in these regions, stay safe. I'm hoping maybe the storm is not at its absolute peak anymore. Maybe it's already subsided. Please let me know in the comments. But this was definitely eye-opening. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. But yeah, folks, if you found this video as fascinating as I did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It definitely helps a lot. But until next time, I hope you have a good one. I'll see you when I see you. Cheers.